Hey everyone, I'm Ritika Dumane, and welcome to the second episode of Conversation Gone. As a law student, have you ever wondered what's your career path going to be like? What kind of internships are best suited for your career path? How can you make the best possible use of your time even in the midst of a pandemic? Well, to help you find these answers, we have with us over here Ms. Pranita Ravji, a 2020 batch graduate from Kirit Mehta School of Law. Pranita has secured a PPO from AZB and Associates. Previously, she's also interned with Justice B. N. Sri Krishna, Justice M. S. Karnik, and even at Dua Associates. Pranita has undergone a variety of internships, and I'm sure there's a lot to learn from this experience of hers. So let's invite Pranita to help us weave our way through law school. Thank you so much, Pranita, for joining us.
With respect to your virtual internships, there will be two major points that everybody needs to keep in mind. First is that you have to make sure that you're communicating with the respective associate or the partner who has given you the work. So essentially, when let's say you've been given a research proposition in the morning, you are done with it within an hour or two. Make sure that you not only email your partner or your associate, but you also drop them a message if you have that option, saying that I have sent you an email, please kindly go through it and let me know if further research is required. Secondly, in terms of your emails or your research proposition or the answer essentially that you're giving to the research proposition, because it's a virtual internship, you will be giving it via email. So make sure that you summarize whatever you have found in the first two, three lines of the email and then lay out your entire research and analysis in detail so that, if the answer is in the negative or does not really favor the situation of the client, the partner or the associate knows it up front. It's easier to, it saves time essentially. Um, Lastly, most important thing is whenever a matter is given to you or whenever you are put on a matter to work on, make sure that you know the matter like the back of your hand. And when I say like the back of your hand, I mean know your papers, know whatever was filed in the particular matter, be it any notice of motion, any writ petitions, any arbitration petitions. Make sure that you know all of them and at what stage. So what usually helps out is making a timeline. So you write the matter, so you maintain a small notebooks, write the matter name, write the timeline, and if it's a lot, if it's a huge matter, then you write down whatever has happened just for your reference. So so the moment you're asked for, let's say, a paper, or you're asked what was held in this particular notice of motion the first notice of motion as opposed to the second, you know what happened at least on the go. And that's very important. So those are the two ways you can make sure that you are indispensable, especially in a virtual internship. So I did not have the opportunity to go for a long-term internship, but I will tell you the reasons why I did not pursue one. Whatever opportunity of long-term internships that I came across were either in departments that I was not interested in pursuing or not interested in being a part of. Secondly, they were either 6 months to 8 months, which actually makes it a lot more difficult, especially in, let's say, your fifth year or your fourth year, to leave and or to sort of um, leave in case you realize that that's not a place that you want to work at, or that's not a place that not a department that you want to work in. So I would suggest that if you're taking up a long-term internship, A, make sure that it's a department that you want to work at. B, make sure that the place is a place that you can see yourself in the future being employed. So maybe if you have already interned over there before for a month, and then you feel that okay, this would be a good place to work at, maybe then taking a long-term internship at the same place would be a better idea as opposed to just taking it up in your first attempt at that place. um, Lastly, make sure that and be honest and true to yourself while in a long-term internship. So if you know 2 months down the line that okay, this is not working out and I may not want to be here, I would suggest that you take that call then and there, as opposed to wasting your time as well as the firm's time in making an investment in you for the next 4 months or the next 6 months, when it is not really viable and you don't see yourself over there. So when you're looking at which specialization to opt for, or even what to focus on in law school, I would suggest doing three things. Look at all the internships that you have done over the past years, and make a list of pick out the best internship that you had. Then make a list of the things that you liked about that internship, which could be the area of law that you were practicing in, the work culture of the place, as well as the research that was given to you or the work that was given to you. And second is make a cons list of the same, so you know exactly what you don't like about that situation. Second is looking at all the subjects that you have studied and thinking of which subject did you have the most amount of fun studying or sitting in class for. I cannot emphasize how important this is, because this will make you give you some sort of direction as to where your mind is headed. And third is making again a pros and cons list of the moot uh, competitions that you may have participated in, or even other competitions that you may have participated in, or workshops that you may have gone for, and making a list of things that you liked in all of those workshops, including the area of law, but with specific attention to area of law, and even guest lectures that you may have attended. And now, because of the situation, the pandemic, you can have webinars that you attend, so you have a broader scope of understanding which area of law you actually gravitate towards. So this would help you not only in terms of deciding your specialization, but also in terms of realizing what to focus on in with respect to your internships, and with respect to the papers you write, as well as with respect to sort of reading up more on in that particular area of law. So all of these things will become clear if you sit down for some amount of time and make this list. So my reach out message would be that do not panic at all, because the situation is uncertain for others as well as you, so you're not alone. Secondly, remember that hiring is a continuous process, so no matter who tells you that this place is not hiring, or that place is not hiring, or this person I know is not up to take juniors, you do your independent attempt at it. So do not fall prey to it, because in most cases people don't know and you're getting half knowledge. So make sure you try, and if you get a rejection, you know for sure that that's not going to work out. So that's second. And third is that have uh, two backup plans, so that you can tweak them a little bit if the situation worsens or becomes different than what it is right now. So I think your plan A would be, okay, what if everything opens up soon, and what if I'm thrown out into the world, and what to do next? Your plan B would be, okay, things are still shut, and if what I had planned out in A does not work. And a plan C in case plan B doesn't work, as obsessive as that sounds. It's easier to tweak a plan than to not have one at all, especially in such circumstances. So I would suggest give it some thought, and sit down with yourself and figure out what to do and lay out a plan for yourself. So in your first 2 years, I would suggest that you do not customize your CV that much. In fact, you apply to as many different areas as possible. So that would be one could be a litigation internship, the other could be a general corporate internship. The third could be in the banking and finance team, so that you have a broad view of things that are available to you and which ones you gravitate towards. Once you figure that out, from third, fourth, and throughout the fifth year is when you start customizing. And you can customize your CV in two ways. One is with respect to your internships. So if, let's say, you figure out that litigation is what you would want to pursue, you start looking at senior counsels to apply with, your at counsels in general. You look at high court judges. You look at arbitrators, and that's how you customize your internships. With respect, the other thing that you can customize is your writing and your research papers. So look at the subjects that you like and the areas of law that you have found interesting, and start writing papers to that effect and try and publish them. So this would help you in terms of customizing your CV. When it comes to interviews for final placements, uh, remember two things and remember two things. One is that your basics are very, very important. You are just fresh out of law school, so you're not expected to know something beyond your years, but you're definitely expected to know the basics which would have been taught to you in law school. So please brush up on your basics whenever you go for the interview. And second thing that you have to remember is, as much as you think a particular subject is not important, that's not what happens in an interview. They would probably ask you something that you have studied and long forgotten, but did not even know could be important in that particular question. And lastly, there's an extra point, is make sure that you know how the law would function in that situation practically. So when you're asked what advice would you give to a client, make sure that you're giving a practical advice which is also backed by legal reasoning. So yeah, practicality is a very, very important part of the answers that you give to questions in interviews.
Thank you so much, Pranita, for your valuable insights. I'm sure this is going to help all the budding lawyers. For more such content, please follow Legal Corner.